Hi guys, my name is Sewa. If today is your first time, you are very welcome. I make YouTube videos about studying in Canada as an international student, and I'm also a nursing student, so I try to chip that in there somewhere. Okay, and if you're regular, thank you so much for coming back. You are amazing and I love you. Let's get into today's video. In today's video, I'll be answering a few questions about studying in Canada. So I do get a lot of questions, and I believe this video is going to be helpful to you and to all the people that have been asking me these questions. One question that I usually get is, how do I apply for a student visa? This is a whole video that I have to make on its own because there are lots of things that entails that, but I will briefly summarize what it entails. So if you want to apply for a study permit in Canada, you would have to start by looking for a school. You would have to look for a school on the internet. Schools, depending on your course, tuition fee, the location, and the probability of you getting into the school. So these are three important things you need to start with. Go to their admissions office. See, there are people that have been assigned to sit down and reply to these messages. So find the admissions office, email, send a mail, do your inquiry. You are an international student, they need you. They make money from you coming to study with them. So make inquiries, go into their inbox, send them an email of what you want to find out, your inquiry, and then they will give you all the information that you need to do, you need to know. Then you start with your application process. This application process, you need to pay for application fee. Some schools do not have application fee, so you have to go straight ahead, fill a form, and it sends to the school, and then they'll review, and whether you get accepted or not will be up to the school. So after that, then you have your acceptance letter. Sometimes some schools will ask you to pay an amount before you get your acceptance letter. This acceptance letter is the one that you're going to use to apply for your visa. So some people would ask you to pay, some people just give it to you right away, and from then you need to move to the visa processing. So you start with your visa process. Make sure that you start about 6 months prior to your start date. So when you will start school, make sure you do it about 6 months prior so that it doesn't delay, because Canadian visas will show you how to have patience. So after that, you get into the visa process and do your biometrics, do your medicals. If you are going to get the visa, you do your medicals, and then your acceptance letter will come from IRCC. So that's how that process is. I will do another video sitting down and actually going through with you guys, because I get this question a lot. So this is just an overview. The next question Hi guys, for some reason I kept on saying IELTS instead of IELTS. I don't even know where that came from, so just so you know, sorry about the pronunciation. What we're going to talk about is IELTS. So I get a lot of questions about IELTS. So IELTS is an exam, an English exam that some schools require you to take in your country before you come to Canada, because they want to know whether you are proficient in English. And not all schools in Canada, I know most schools in Canada do it, but the reality is some schools don't do it at all. I will try and put a list of schools that do not do it in the description box so that you guys can go through that, because it's not all schools that require you to get it. Essentially, that's what they want you to prove, that you know how to speak English. So I submitted an English proficiency letter. So it's a letter you need to get from your SHS or your university. It's a letter they will write. The secretary of the school will write a letter, or the director will write a letter showing you were taught, tested, and all that in English. And essentially that's what they want to see. And in your WASI results, if you have good grades in English, then well, it's all settled. So that's about that. Another question I get a lot is tuition fee. Can you pay your tuition fee yourself? And the answer is, it's very possible. It depends on a lot of things. One, it depends on the amount of money you're making. It depends on the place you live. It depends on your daily expenses. It depends on the school. It depends on your surroundings and all that. But it's very possible, with hard work, with the right environment, you can actually pay your tuition fee. A lot of people do it over here and it's not impossible. All I say is try to study and balance things. You can do it. It's not impossible. You can pay your tuition fee in Canada. Another question I get a lot is, how much do I need in my bank to be able to apply for the visa? So when I talk about the bank statement, when they ask you for the bank statement, yes, they do need to see that you'll be able to pay your tuition fee. And so there's no exact number or amount you need in your account. It depends on the tuition fee. It depends on the bank statement. So your bank statement should show that you can pay for your tuition. You can take care of yourself. The bank statement should show that you have a regular flow of income, money flowing in and out of your bank account. It should show that you can fend for yourself, you can take care of yourself. They don't have an exact number and it is that way. You just need to show that you have a good flow of income. The next question I'm going to talk about is the visa processing. So usually when you feel your pain, I was there once, it takes a lot of time for them to get back to you. So the process is, you go for your biometrics, you have to wait for a bit, and then they'll call you for your medicals, and then the acceptance will come later on. So what happens is, you need to make sure that, I think I've spoken about this before, you need to make sure that you are starting about 6 months prior to when you are going to start your school, or even more. You can even start like 7 months before, because they will say, oh, start 4 months, and then you'll get there, your passport or your visa will not be back yet. So I always advise people to start way earlier. You can do it online, the application, you can do it online, or you can do it in person. You can go to the office in Accra and then do it. I'm speaking to people in Ghana right now, but like if you other countries, if you need to go to the office and do it, or you have to do it online, just do it online and then start doing something, start uploading your documents and all that, because it's a long process. It takes a while for them to get back to you. So start early so that you'll be able to get your visa early. So that's all for today's Q&A session. I would be coming back with other videos as well, answering your questions, but these are the most asked questions and I believe it will help someone, and I hope it does. Thank you so much for watching the video till the end. Let me know in the comment section if you have anything to talk about, if you have anything to tell me or ask me. Let me know in the comment section and I'll reply to you. Thank you guys so much. I love you and I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.